Do, do. Hello, friends. Oh, shoot. I should probably put the light on. Hey, guys. Give me a second. I'm going to change out these clothes. All right. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Happy Thursday. Or, no, it's not Thursday. It's Wednesday. Whew. We see where my mind is. I am ready for the weekend. Please don't go. Please don't go. Don't. Hey, Latanya, how are you, my dear? Give me 1 second. I gotta turn this music down so I don't get no copyright infringements. How was your day, Latanya? Thanks for popping in. Yes, girl, I'm moving. Trying to get this on and popping. And King. Okay. How was your day, Latanya? Let me know. How are you doing on today? Okay, so that is shared out. Now let's get on Instagram. Do 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 do. Hey, Valentino has a red bottoms problem. Okay. Yes. Your day was great. I'm awesome. My day was great too. I've got no complaints. Let me turn this picture around. Hello, Miss Casey. Yeah, I had a good day. No complaints. Thank you for asking. All right, we have plenty of stories today, guys. Stories of all kinds. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those in between. I'm just kidding. But we've got a fun show. Last night, our shows this week have been, even better than usual. The participation has been superb. I want to thank y'all so much. You make this show so much fun. Guys, the conference where I'm speaking at is this weekend. Make sure you reserve your spots. Lay days. It's free to attend. Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm. Reserve your spot, okay? But we're getting started in 2 minutes. Hey, P. Jackson. Yes, the regulars are coming through. The OGs. I like it. All right. We've got a fair amount of stories to get through today. There's one I think I'm leaving till tomorrow. Hey, Tanya. There's one I think I'm leaving till tomorrow just because I need more information on it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on IG. I'm on IG right now. I'm live. This is my... Yeah, I'm on IG. Hey, Zephyrina. What's up, girl? I'm glad you popped on tonight because we have a Nike story that I think your son will be interested in. I know you said your son is a sneakerhead. We've got an update on Nike and footwear. Okay, so we're getting started in just about a minute. Make sure that you share this out to your friends. Yeah. All right, we have reached the middle of the week, y'all. We have conquered Wednesday. Yay. Ooh, I almost forgot. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Joey. Yeah, we've conquered Wednesday. The week is more than halfway done. The weekend is on the horizon. Yes. All right. So get ready to start momentarily. Someone hacked your IG, Tanya. Whoo, girl, you gotta protect them DMs. Change your password. Do what you got to do. Hacker, that is so bold. How you gonna hack my girl Tanya? All right, it is 8:05. It's time to get started. Let me stop everything. All right, and record. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you're wondering who I am, I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like getting your EIN numbers, your DUNS numbers, registering your business with the state, making sure you have appropriate contracts, hiring employees properly, basic brand protection strategies, operating agreements, non-disclosure agreements, whatever you need to make your business legally legit, your girl got you. If you're wondering why I'm qualified to do all of these things that I do for you, I am a licensed attorney. I literally renewed my license yesterday for 14 years and counting. I have started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or law school. But a lot of you've got amazing business ideas, and these days the barrier to entry is very low. And if you're going to be successful in business, there's just some things that you need to know. Hey, Open Arms Cleaning, and that's why I'm here. If you would like to connect with me so that we can get your business foundation on solid ground, go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. There you're going to be able to book a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. You're also going to be able to download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. For those of you who are past those preliminary stages, you can also book a one-on-one coaching session where you get a PDF. Hey, Zephrina. A PDF guide that is tailored for your needs, as well as a one-on-one time with me for 1 hour where we go through everything together and I teach you how to do these processes so you don't have to come back to me. You can do it for yourself the next time, all right? Because most entrepreneurs start multiple businesses, all right? Thank you, Latanya. Latanya said, Natalie got what you need to get your business up and running. Hey, thanks. All right. And also my ladies, this weekend, I'm a featured speaker at the Power of Three Women's Virtual Summit. It's your last couple days to register and get your spot. It's completely free to attend. It's going to be very empowering. It's going to be educational. It's going to be a great time, and I would love to see you guys there. So go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm and register for your spot for the Power of Three Women's Summit. Gentlemen who are watching, when I get invited to speak at a men's event or a co-ed event, I will definitely invite y'all, but this one I was asked to speak at. I don't control who gets to go. Okay? All right. Enough about me. Let's get to the show. The way that the show works is I pull stories from the news, stories that you guys share with me, stories that I find interesting and that have lessons that we can learn as business owners, and we talk about them. We discuss them. So this is a time for you to let your opinion be known. You know, I don't drop your questions, drop your comments as long as they are respectful. This is a place of learning and discussion. So don't be afraid to join in the discussion. It's much more fun when we're all talking to each other. Last night, we had a hoot. We were here for like 15 extra minutes. Okay. All right. So the first story that we are talking about this evening is the title story. How many of you guys have heard of Valentino, the brand Valentino? If you have heard of Valentino, please give me a V in the comments. Yes, Power of Three Women's Empowerment. Register, it's free. Latanya, you are like my point person here on the Facebook. I like it, girl. Thank you. You are so awesome. But yes, how many of y'all have heard of Valentino? If you've heard of Valentino, you missed last night. You can watch the replay, my dear. You know, it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, it's everywhere. Okay, Tanya doesn't know what Valentino is. Latanya does. Valentino is a high-end brand, right? And the title of this show is Valentino Has a Red Bottoms Problem. Now, how many of you guys have been on different sites like Amazon or eBay, or you have seen vendors selling these kits so that you can paint the bottoms of your shoes red so you can pretend that you got red bottoms on. If you have seen those kits, those red bottom kits so you can paint the bottom of your shoes, give me a 1. Hey, Black Georgia Peach, if you have not seen those red bottom kits, give me a 2. So if you have seen those red bottom kits that they sell on different sites so that you can pretend like you got red bottoms on, give me a 1. I used to see them a lot on eBay. Not as much anymore. But anyway, Valentino, they are a high-end brand just like red bottoms. Okay, y'all haven't, okay, so yes, some of you have seen the red bottom kits, some of you have not. Okay, that's cool. Well, just know that there are actual kits that people are selling so that you can paint your shoes to look like, oh, error loading on Facebook, so that you can paint your shoes to look like red bottoms, all right? Now, that is just one brand. We know that there are a lot of high-end brands. Valentino is one of them. And Valentino, like many other brands, they are usually reluctant to sell through other people because they don't, hey, Smith Legal Solutions, they don't want people making counterfeits of their products, right? Well, Valentino and Amazon are suing an Amazon vendor because this vendor has been selling counterfeit copycat Valentino shoes. Now, why are Valentino and Amazon suing together? I'm going to explain that to you in a moment. But the shoes in question, they are called Valentino Garavani Rock Stud shoes. And the defining character of these types of shoes are that they have these metal studs that are kind of like little metal pyramids all over the shoe, right? They've been worn by celebrities, they have been in magazines, and they are heavily marketed. And according to Valentino, they symbolize the high quality, reputation, and goodwill of Valentino. So Valentino, they are saying that this particular shoe, when you see this shoe, you know it's Valentino, you know it's good quality. Now, here's the issue. There is an Amazon vendor called the Caitlin Pan Group. And again, they were selling copycat shoes on Amazon. Now, copycat shoes are not new. We know Steve Madden gets sued all the time for copying shoe designs, right? Here's the issue as to why Amazon is also suing this vendor. When this vendor signed up for Amazon, they signed an agreement that specifically said they would not violate any trademarks, that they would not sell items that they were not authorized to sell, and that they would not sell counterfeit items, right? So, not only is Caitlin Pan violating the trademark rights of Valentino, right, because they have this signature shoe, but they're also violating their contract with Amazon. Amazon said, we'll let you sell whatever you sell on our site. You just have to promise not to sell knockoffs. And they did just that. So, Amazon has shut down Caitlin Pan, their page on Amazon. They can no longer sell items on there for the foreseeable future, and they are now being sued by both Valentino and Amazon. Why did I pick this story? Guys, when you are on these vendor sites, like if you are on Etsy or if you are on eBay or if you are, or Amazon, you do not own that space. They are letting you borrow that space to spend your goods. So if you do something to violate the law, they are not going to do any background checks to see, oh, maybe it was a mistake. Once there is some type of trademark infringement claim, your store can be shut down, all right? Hi, my Brazilian boutique. And this is exactly what happened to the Caitlin Pan Group. You're violating Valentino's trademarks. You're selling it on a third-party website. The third-party website does not want to be held liable because remember, we have talked about cases where people who rent out space to vendors, they have been found liable for trademark infringement because they let the people who were renting the commercial space sell knockoff items. So Amazon doesn't want to be in trouble with Valentino. Plus, Amazon is mad that Caitlin Pan broke their contract. So Caitlin Pan is in a little bit of a pickle right now. Moral of the story, don't sell knockoff items. My lovely crafters, these Chanel crafts, these Gucci crafts, these fabrics, high-end fabrics that you're picking up, those are counterfeit. Stop using them because you don't want your Etsy store, your eBay store, whatever, your Shopify store, you don't want it shut down for selling counterfeit items. Okay? All right. We got that? If we're good on that, if we've gotten the lesson from that story, please give me a thumbs up so we can move on to the next story. This one is going to be real quick, okay? My goal is to be out on time tonight. Smith Legal Solutions said, say that again for the people in the back. Girl, I've said it so many times, my throat hurt, all right? Yes, but we are moving on to our next story, all right? Thank you for the thumbs up. Latanya Williams said, you must not have any trademark infringement or copyright violations. I'm a craftpreneur and I see this a lot with the cups using Disney, Clorox, or NCAA. The thing is, there are so many people doing this, it's hard to catch. And it's not like there's just a blanket one. The owner of the copyright or the trademark, they themselves have to contact these platforms and put in a claim, right? So these big companies, they do their best to keep up, but they can't always catch everyone. But eventually they will catch up with you. You might get away with it today. You might get away with it next week, but that doesn't mean you're going to get away with it 3 months from now because trademark infringement is becoming so rampant. A lot of these companies, they're beefing up their departments, and their entire job is to make sure that their marks are out here not being misused, all right? Especially companies like Disney. Disney is not playing with y'all. Happiest place on earth or not, don't touch their trademarks. Okay? All right. So next story that we are talking about this evening, it is just a quick update. If you remember at the start of the quarantine and everything, we had a couple of nights where we talked about 3M, the company 3M, and how they were going after companies that were selling N95 masks, in particular 3M 95 masks, and they were unauthorized distributors. Some of them were selling these masks for as much as 6 times the market rate, and they were trying to sell it to city officials. And when we talked about these stories, I told you that 3M was filing trademark infringement suits against each and every one of these violators that they could find. 3M has their, yes, you remember Zephyrina? Awesome, because you pay attention. Yes. 3M, they went after each and every one of these vendors because you're using our name without our permission. 3M has a set list of vendors, companies who are allowed to sell their products. And none of these companies who are selling these N95 masks at an inflated price had permission to sell 3M N95 masks. So, except for that one time, yes. But just a quick update. Most of these companies that 3M has filed lawsuits against for trademark infringement, they have settled. I don't know if they've given 3M any money. I think 3M's point in filing all these trademark infringement suits was just to get these companies to stop. But for the most part, pretty much every company that has had a trademark infringement suit filed against them by 3M has settled. Why? Because they don't want no smoke with 3M. 3M got that money and they will take all of yours. So 3M is out here defending their name and making sure that anybody who uses it improperly stops. So congrats to 3M. Okay? All right. So that was number 2. This is another quick one. Does anyone know who Carpe Dunctum is? Carpe Dunctum. Or Carpe Dunctum. Latanya said they hit them pockets. Yes, they hit them pockets. When somebody says, you might owe us a cute, 6 figures for trademark infringement, you might turn your tune quite quickly. If you don't know who Carpe or Carpe Dunctum is, I can't even read my own writing. I'm not surprised. Carpe Dunctum, he is a Twitter, personality who is known for his pro-Trump tweets. the why he is so well known is because this man, Mr. Dunkdom, tends to violate copyright laws a lot. He has gotten a lot of copyright claims against him because he was the one who made that video of the babies where it said, something terrified toddler runs from racist babies. This guy, Carde Dunkdom, made that video. He doctored it up and everything. So he has had a lot of copyright claims against him in the past. So much so that Twitter has permanently suspended him from Twitter because he has too many copyright claims against him. Again, another lesson. When you are on third-party sites, when you are on Facebook, when you are on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, you do not own that space. You are a guest in their space. So you have to follow the rules. And if you keep violating the rules, they're not going to let you come back. So that is why it is very careful for you to make sure that you are not stepping on people's toes. Because look at this man. Regardless of whether I agree with what he is putting out there on the internet, everyone has the right of free speech, but nobody has the right to violate copyrights or trademarks. And because of his violations, he is no longer allowed to speak on Twitter. All right? So again, be careful when you're out here using other people's work. Give people the credit or don't use it at all. Create something of your own. Okay? All right. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to get through everything today. Okay. All right. Before we move on to our next stories, I want to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are trying to get that business idea out of your head and onto the ground, that is where I come in. I help you get your registration. I help you get your EIN numbers, your DUNS numbers, your contracts, your hiring policies, your branding strategies. I'm just kidding. Don't mind me, y'all. I help you do all of that, okay? I am passionate about helping entrepreneurs get their businesses off the ground and to make the process as understandable and as easy as possible, all right? So if you want to get in contact with me so that we can work together, go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm. There are many options there for how you can work with me, whether they be through my digital products, through one-on-one coaching sessions, through my free biz launch cheat sheet. You can attend the Power of Three Women's virtual conference if you are a lady. Go to all that is available at linktree/NPLconsultingfirm. Okay. So now we are moving on to our stories. Is Zephyrina still in the room? I need you to get your son. So guys, do we have are there Nike fans here? Or actually not Nike fans. Do we have any sneakerheads in the audience tonight? If you are a sneakerhead, give me a sneaker emoji. Thank you, Smith Legal Solutions, for putting the link up. If you are a sneakerhead, give me a sneaker emoji, okay? Why am I asking you this? Now, I actually don't know when sneaker running shoes, okay. I don't know when sneakers became like an activity. Getting sneakers became an activity. But, the sneakerhead community is real. And these companies, they make so much money and, they're always trying to innovate because they want to keep people coming in. And a while ago, I told you guys that Nike was trying to trademark the word footwear. Not footwear, foot, W-E-A-R, but footwear, W-A-R-E. And it had to do with shoe technology. Not shoes themselves, but technology, right? As a matter of fact, all of the trademark applications that Nike filed for footwear, thank you, Zephyrina, for the emoji. All of the applications that Nike filed for footwear, W-A-R-E, none of them are in the shoe category. They're all having to do with computer hardware and apps. Now, when we talked about this story the first time, I asked you guys, and I asked Zephyrina in particular, because her son is a sneakerhead, if they felt that footwear was something that Nike used and Nike came up with. And I think I'm pretty sure Zephyrina's son said no, right? And apparently he's not the only one who says no, because thank you, Latanya, for the sneaker emoji, because Puma has filed in opposition to Nike's trademark application. Puma is saying Nike is not the only one who uses the term footwear, W-A-R-E. And they gave the argument, think of the word spyware. We know that spyware is a combination of the word spy and software. No one has tried to trademark spyware because it is a generic term. So Puma is saying that the same thing is true for footwear, because Nike is not the only one trying to, develop shoe technology or computer applications having to do with shoes. Puma is also doing their own footwear technology sector. They're working on it in the background, about to come out with it. So they are opposing Nike's trademark application. Why did I pick this story? Because I want to let you guys know, when you file a trademark application, there is, when you submit it, there is something called the opposition period, where they put your trademark application kind of like on a bulletin board, not a real bulletin board, but a virtual bulletin board. And so anybody in your industry or anybody who is interested, they can file an opposition if they think that you don't have a right to trademark whatever you're trying to trademark. Now, it doesn't mean that your application is dead. Just because someone opposes your application doesn't mean that it's dead. It just might mean that you might have to prove a little harder that this trademark actually belongs to you. So Nike might have a little bit of a fight on their hands with the term footwear, W-A-R-E, because Puma is out here saying, you're not the only one making footwear, all right? We're going to make some space shoes too. But yes, so Nike and their bid to trademark footwear is getting some pushback, and I think that is a smart idea. While I wasn't aware of all of these advances in shoe technology, I think that footwear, W-A-R-E, is going to become a real thing. It's good. Every shoe company is going to be coming out with their own kind of shoe apps or technology. Nike's developing a shoe that laces itself or is self-tightening, things like that. But all of these companies are going to be coming out with their own ideas of how to make shoes more technological and more funky and more fun, So they don't want Nike getting a foothold on footwear. Pun intended. All right. Okay. Moving on to our next story. Has anybody heard of the high-end brand Yves Saint Laurent? Yves Saint Laurent, or Yves Saint Laurent, as you know, the American style of saying it. I like the brand Yves. My father's first name is actually Yves, so I like saying Yves Saint Laurent. Yes, Zephrina, good thing Puma jumped on it. But if you have heard of the brand Yves Saint Laurent, give me a Y in the comments. Okay? Now, if you don't know, usually these big brands, they hire creative directors who decide, what direction the brand is going to go in. What style of clothes are we trying to do? What is the look that we're trying to achieve? What are the qualities that we're trying to exude as a brand, right? So, thank you, Black Georgia Peach One. So, Yves Saint Laurent, they had a creative director by the name of Hedi Slimane, right? And Hedi Slimane, he was very hands-on with the styling for Yves Saint Laurent, and he took a lot of the pictures that Yves Saint Laurent posted on their social media, okay? The problem is, a while ago, Hedi left Yves Saint Laurent, and Yves Saint Laurent took all his pictures down off of the website, but then started putting them back up. And Hedi filed a copyright infringement suit against Yves Saint Laurent for all of the pictures that they posted again on their social media, because they were pictures that he took himself. They were his creative work. And Hedi Slimane has actually been very successful against Yves Saint Laurent. Apparently, this lawsuit has been going on for some time. There was some arguments in the back, in the back house between him and the other higher ups at Yves Saint Laurent, which was why they had initially taken all his work down. But then they tried to use it again without his permission. So, as he should, he filed copyright infringement suits because he took those photos and he did his due diligence and made sure he had rights to them. And he has been getting money because of these copyright infringement suits. His latest suit against Yves Saint Laurent, he got $700,000. But according to the article I read, this gentleman, Hedi Slimane, has won a total of $22 million from Yves Saint Laurent over the lifespan of this lawsuit, because he has been suing them and getting, for different reasons. So when I say protecting your intellectual property is lucrative, it is lucrative. This man is still eating off these copyrights and has made $22 million, and he ain't even going into the office, all right? So this is why it's important to have your intellectual property in order. It's not okay to just let it sit aside, especially if it is active and being used and is popular. There is too much stealing going on out here. Just because you're small doesn't mean that you can't have somebody steal your stuff. As a matter of fact, these larger companies are looking for smaller companies to steal from, because most likely if you're a smaller company, they're going to assume that you don't have your stuff together. All right. So just, me on my soapbox, get your intellectual property together. All right. Yes. Thank you for the Smith Legal Solutions. I see you there, girl. All right. Okay. And we are moving on to, actually, I'm going to leave this till tomorrow because I want to give it all of the time that it needs. Tomorrow we are talking about some of my favorite celebrities, Will Smith and Serena Williams. They're making an appearance on the show tomorrow. So we're going to leave that story for tomorrow. But we do have a few minutes. So this is a time, if you have any questions about the stories that we covered, for you to ask. We talked about Valentino and their red bottoms problem. There are counterfeits being sold on Amazon. We talked about 3M and their settlements. We talked about this pro-Trump Twitter user who got suspended because of repeated copyright violations. We talked about Yves Saint Laurent having to pay this man $22 million. LaTanya Williams said, y'all better stop letting people keep putting their hands in your pockets. Yes. Yves Saint Laurent, and them having to pay this man out $22 million over time because they violated his copyrights. Puma is mad at Nike, and they said, girl, you don't own footwear. We are all here trying to make magic shoes. So those were the stories that we covered tonight. So if you have questions on those, or even if you have questions about business in general, we've got about 3 more minutes. This is the time to do it. I want to remind you guys that we're going to be back here tomorrow at 8 o'clock for our Thursday session. And ladies, don't forget to go to, I'm losing my voice, y'all. Don't forget to go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm to register for the Power of 3 Summit. And for all of you, I have been getting so many discovery calls, and you guys have some amazing ideas. I have an appointment with one of y'all next week. Y'all are really taking advantage of these time and putting your plans in place. And I am very proud of you. You're really being proactive about protecting yourselves. And I commend all of you. So if you are working on your business ideas right now, keep working on it. Call me. You can get your free consultations. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. Do your research, okay? There is nothing wrong with doing some research. Don't let these people out in these streets beat you just because they knew a piece of information that you didn't know. It is your job as a business owner to educate yourself and be aware of all of the aspects of your business, okay? Don't leave it to someone else, especially if you don't know how it's done, because if they mess up, you're not going to know how to fix it, all right? Okay. So that is what I'm going to leave you with tonight. Y'all were awesome. Thank you so much for the participation. Yes, same place, same time tomorrow. Register for the summit, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. I'm going to see y'all here tomorrow. I got to go get me some water. My throat is dry, y'all. All right. You have a good night and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Thank you, Smith Legal Solutions. Y'all go check her out. She does a show and she breaks down stories too, okay? Smith Legal Solutions. She is a trademark attorney. Go check her out for some more tips on trademarks and copyrights and stuff. All right. Good night, y'all.